You're watching News Channel 11 in your corner at 11.
Water rescue teams comb an area lake as they search for a man reported missing by his girlfriend. Thank you for trusting News Channel 11 tonight. I'm Curtis McLeod. The Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency says they have suspended the search for tonight due to darkness. Spokesperson Matthew Cameron tells News Channel 11 that 41-year-old James Matthew Reagan was first reported missing by his girlfriend this morning. Cameron says his girlfriend said she dropped him off to go camping at South Halston Lake Thursday around noon and became concerned when she had not heard from him by this morning. A canoe was found overturned in the lake about 300 yards away from Reagan's campsite where it was set up. Rescue crews have been combing both land and water in hopes of finding Reagan, but have had no luck just yet. Cameron says Reagan is from Maryland but has been living in Bristol. The search will resume tomorrow morning. South Korea is condemning a ballistic missile launch by North Korea, saying it was a grave threat to peace and safety on the Korean peninsula and a clear violation of resolutions by the UN Security Council. South Korea says their presidential security director has spoken with President Donald Trump's national security advisor, Michael Flynn, about the incident, and that the two officials strongly condemned the launch and agreed that the countries will explore every possible way to suppress North Korean provocations. A senior U.S. official says North Korea appears to have launched an intermediate range missile Saturday. Those missiles can usually fly up to 3,400 miles. According to a South Korean defense official, the one launched on Saturday traveled only about 300 miles. The owner of Hawkins County Memorial Gardens has accepted a plea agreement in connection to her theft, money laundering, and forgery case. Now, that's according to a letter from the district attorney sent to Vicki Ringling's alleged victims. Now, an alleged victim provided a copy of that letter to News Channel 11 today. According to the February 8th letter from District Attorney Dan Armstrong, Ringley will be released from jail on February 28th and will be required to relinquish all of her rights to the cemetery, forfeit her cemetery license, and be required to pay $500 a month in restitution beginning in April as part of a plea agreement that's been in the works since July. Prosecutors previously told us that hundreds of families came forward with complaints against Ringley after our community watchdog investigation. According to the Hawkins County Court Clerk, Vicki Ringley has a plea hearing scheduled for next Friday. Thank you, Brian. Kingsport police say a serial shoplifter is now in custody, thanks in part to video of the suspect we aired right here on News Channel 11. 45-year-old Michael Narr was apprehended by Rogersville police at the Walmart in Rogersville after seeing video of him in news reports. Police recovered several tools that had been stolen, as well as more than $2,500 in cash, believed to be proceeds from stolen property. Narr is charged with theft of property over $5,000. He could also face charges in other jurisdictions. 3 Tri-Cities area school systems are closing their doors part of next week to prevent the spread of sickness. Hawkins and Sullivan County schools will be closed Monday and Tuesday, while Greene County schools will be closed Monday. Both Hawkins and Sullivan County have confirmed cases of the flu and stomach viruses. Hawkins County was the first school system to make the announcement Friday afternoon after 4 to 5 schools reported a 15% decrease in attendance. According to the CDC, Tennessee currently has high flu-like activity across the state. If there are any other school changes in the schedules, of course, we'll let you know both on air and online at WJHL.com. Well, it's been 3 days since we learned about the death of Daniel Boone High School sophomore Justin Rose. Tonight, the outpour of support from the community continues. A benefit Heal-O-Matic roping and silent auction is expected to take place on Sunday. The event will be held at 2 p.m. at Mountain Arena in Morristown. Memorial services for Justin Rose are planned for Monday at Crossroads Christian Church. There will be a special gathering of close friends and classmates from 3 to 4:30 p.m., followed by a public visitation until 7 p.m. A celebration of life service will start at 7 on Monday night. Today, members of a local group of motorcycle riders called the Dog Tag Brigade cut the ribbon on a parking spot that is designated for soldiers who were wounded in combat and have received a Purple Heart. The campaign started by the group asked area businesses to donate parking spots where they can, place the signs. Today's event took place at Smith Brothers Harley Davidson. Organizers say the campaign honors veterans who made sacrifices for our country. Smith Brothers Harley Davidson was the first business to donate a parking space for this this effort. For more information on how you can support, go to our website at WJHL.com. The Greene County Sheriff's Office is offering a chance for people to come out and share concerns about the community with them. On Thursday, February 16th, the Sheriff's Office will have a Coffee with a Cop event. It'll take place from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the McDonald's off of Exit 23 off Interstate 81 in Bulls Gap. Now, the event is open to the public, of course, and the Sheriff's Office says it will be an opportunity to speak with people in the community about whatever concerns they may have. This afternoon in Abingdon, people got to mingle with the soup Nazi himself, actor Larry Thomas from the show Seinfeld. Thomas was on hand to meet fans, sign autographs, and take pictures at the 2017 Great Winter Soup Cook-Off. The event held inside the Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center featured some of the best chefs from across the region and over 50 kinds of soups that people could sample. Proceeds from this event will benefit Southwest Virginia Higher Education Center's educational programs. Some guaranteed good news to share with you tonight. A heartwarming moment for a local high school student who serves as team manager for the boys basketball team. Friday night, he got to fulfill a dream by suiting up. Swoosh, that is Tanner Cox of Volunteer High School hitting the big basket just before time expired in their game against David Crockett. Tanner suffers from severe scoliosis, which prevented him from being able to play basketball while in high school. But on senior night, Tanner got to suit up and after a couple of misses hit a memorable shot that has already been shared on Facebook over 1,200 times and viewed nearly 80,000 times. You know, when you see the referee get excited right there, it's a moment bigger than the game itself. And even Coach John Good, David Crockett, told us he got emotional seeing the sportsmanship between the two teams that allowed this special moment to happen.
February 12th will be right around 70. It's kind of crazy to think about.
Right? I might need to break out the shorts.
There you go.
All right. Thank you, Brian. We appreciate it. It's back again. The annual Chocolate Fest in downtown Jonesboro brought thousands to the Volunteer State's oldest town. There were over 30 merchants offering endless options of chocolate-covered treats, including ice cream, fudge, and s'mores kits. Organizers estimated more than 2,500 people were in attendance at the festival.
People love chocolate, so basically we just saw that it would be a good way to bring in business and make people happy, especially around Valentine's Day.
Also, for people to enjoy a chocolate chip pancake eating contest. You see in that video right there, both adults and children getting in on all the fun. The rules: eat as many pancakes in 5 minutes. It's estimated that over 16,000 pieces of chocolate were eaten at this year's festival. If you're looking for somewhere fun to watch the upcoming Daytona 500, well, look no further. We're in your corner with just the place. We'll tell you where you can watch the big race while also helping children in our area. That's next. Stay with us. Bristol Motor Speedway has set up a unique event for folks to watch the Daytona 500 while also helping children in the region. BMS is inviting fans to come out to all 3 local Buffalo Wild Wings restaurants on February 26 for watch parties that will benefit Speedway Children's Charities. Just by mentioning Speedway Children's Charities, Buffalo Wild Wings will donate 10% of your check that day to Speedway Children's Charities. While watching the Daytona 500, fans will also have a chance to test their trivia skills and even have a chance to win BMS merchandise. Tickets to upcoming events, including the Food City 500 in April. Again, this is at Buffalo Wild Wings in Kingsport, Johnson City, and in Bristol. Coming up in sports, it was a busy day on the hardwood. Tennessee men hosting Georgia, plus a huge Saturday at ETSU with the 2 Bucks trying to reach the 1,000-point mark. Kane has the highlights next in sports. That's awesome.
That was awesome.
Right. Congratulations to them. We'll be right back. Thank you so much, Brian. We appreciate it. And we appreciate you all for joining us tonight. We'll be back here tomorrow. Until then, may good news be with you.